So the party has just finished dealing with this wolf problem. Well, what are you going to do from here, guys? You're currently just kind of standing around in a cave. What's the plan?
Motef, could you carry the pelts in your bag?
Helps, yes. What weight will they be?
A
Say,
big pelt and 3 small ones.
yeah, all of the pelts
One.
together are 2
Yeah.
encumbrance. Why not?
Okay, 1 big, 3 small, and 3 encumbrance, you'd say.
2 total.
2. Okay. Cool. And I'm gonna put them as
What should these guys do? Head back to camp, or
We have the rest of the cave.
You explored the
that's
rest of the
some-
cave and found nothing.
oh, okay.
Yep.
Even here?
Oh yeah, you check it all out. Why not? Right? There's nothing in there. It's just a cave.
Only some cool dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
These reflections.
1080p
That is
resolution.
nice.
It looks amazing in here.
This is truly next gen.
So, presumably you all exit the cave and perhaps
Yeah.
head back towards base camp. Bake camp?
Bacon camp.
Base
get
camp.
baked.
Wait. Where did we kill the big wolf?
Huh?
Around here or something, right?
Yeah,
We
What's
killed the
the-
big wolf around here.
it's headless
Let's
corpse
start
lies in the
jumping on
middle.
its corpse for fun.
Oh man, it's
like,
been skinned as well,
"Woo!"
so you're like slip sliding all over it.
There's
It's a lot
no
of fun.
belt. You're
Slice it
jumping
open,
on a bunch
roll in
of
some
flesh.
Shower's
Oh,
just
that was great.
climbing
Okay, let's
into
go,
the
guys.
intestines of this thing. It's warm inside. Okay.
So we just leave the cave, basically.
All right. Yeah. So obviously you don't need to move your tokens all the way back over there, guys. You are definitely outside, back in the forest, and you successfully navigate your way back to base camp. I would say it's early morning, probably at this point. In fact, sunrise.
By the way, I would like to ask that other base camp that we found, the destroyed one.
Yes.
Is it on our way back to camp, back to town? Or is it a bit off? I mean, what's the distance?
Sorry, I just got bombarded with Steam messages. What was the question?
The other base camp, the destroyed one
Mhm,
that we
yep,
found.
yep.
Is it on our way to town, or is it way off?
Not really. It was kind of well, you passed it on the way back to camp, though. If
Oh, okay. Then as we head back to camp, I'm just gonna make one of the tents, even if it's destroyed one, just a cloth.
all right, yeah, sure.
But
So you get
I'm
these.
gonna wrap the wolf head in it.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, you can definitely manufacture
Just-
some kind of a knapsack for it or something.
Basically, yes. I don't want to leave it basically to the elements.
Okay, so you're all feeling quite exhausted at this point. A day of searching, followed by a night of
Fighting.
adventuring, fighting basically, and then the walk back to the camp. The sun is rising, and what's the choice here? Do you want to try and navigate your way back to town, or are you going to rest through the day? What's the plan?
First things
I
first.
say we
Gotta feed my
rest.
puppy.
Oh yes, I also have my puppy.
We have to feed him, man. Gotta feed those puppies.
So we have no females capable of lactating.
We'll just see if if it'll eat some ration. Like it'll have a gamble.
It's a lot. I don't think it will eat rations. It's too young.
I wave some
They don't
ration in
even
front
have
of its
fur on
face
them.
and I say, "Come on, boy.
You
You want the ration?"
you feel pressured to get these things back to town and into the care of someone who could actually provide for them if you really wanted
Yeah.
to try and do that, or get your hands on the necessary stuff. Yeah,
Well,
you
doesn't
probably
it
want
take 3 days to get back to town?
something like it's a problem for new puppy owners when you're out in the wilderness. The vets warn against this kind of thing generally.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I would recommend actually to stay in one day to rest up and head out the next day back to town,
Mhm.
that will be my. But if you guys really want the puppy, you can head out now.
I'm gonna have
I
to.
mean,
I'm gonna have to run to town. I'm gonna sprint with my puppy to try and save its life after killing its mother so brutally. It's the least I can do.
oh my god,
If
you're
you wanted
so
to save its
weird.
life, if you wanted to save its life, you wouldn't kill its mother like that.
No, I
You're a
just want a
fucking
wolf
asshole.
pet. I just want a wolf pet. Don't judge me. Like it's just life.
You didn't have to fucking stomp the mother's head.
So the
Hey, to
option
be honest, it
is
was the most humane way. It was probably pretty quick. I assume I did like 3 stomps pretty fast,
it was
not like
really
one slow one.
it was pretty quick. I mean, for a stomp, it was fairly humane. I mean, so yeah, you guys could try and make it back to town. It would require some pretty good navigation to get there in time to secure that wolf companion that you're longing for. Or the other option is to just, rest up, don't take any penalties, and go the next day.
I'm gonna fucking sprint. I want the fucking
Yeah,
What
companion.
about
we're
the rest of the
sprinting.
party? Oh my God, Sean, what is going on with your microphone? It's unusual.
Everybody else, what we cannot rely on these two. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Break?
I mean,
we lost Morteth at this point. His connection's gone down. Something.
So Mom and Daniel.
I've only got little legs. I can't sprint. And if someone wants to carry me in their bag of holding,
So it really does just come down to whether you guys are willing to assist these guys in their wolf mission.
Sure, why not?
I want to take a compass. A compass.
Uh-huh.
I have one and more that have one.
Yeah, give me a compass.
I think you're probably going to want to give that to Mog so he can do the
Mog is
navigating
also-
the way back. He was
also
pretty
proficient.
Mug's coming back as well.
competent.
How are we gonna pick them up?
Oh my
Oh,
God,
it's
Sean!
gonna be
Sean,
hard.
no, Sean, no, you're gonna have to fix that microphone, man. That is not good. That was interesting.
So
I don't know. I don't know what that is, dude.
Mog is also proficient in navigating, right?
So
He's not
Mug's coming
proficient.
back. with
He is
us.
quite
I-
intelligent, and the compass would negate his lack of proficiency.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
So
use
we have
my compass.
Sean, Mog, and me going to town now, and the rest.
Ivan, can you wait a second?
As seasoned adventurers, you're aware that splitting the party and leaving half of you in the wilderness is near guaranteed death.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't want to do that.
Wait with your jumping up everything. So Daniel, Mog, mark it down that you have a compass now.
okay.
So let's give it. So, our cleric, what do you want to do?
I don't really agree that we killed this mother wolf that posed no threat to us, but now that we have to care for these pups, since we just brutally murdered their mother. Even though I don't like Sean at this point, I'm gonna try and do my best to care for this pup.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
basically, we are gonna break camp and move out of town.
all right. So you're gonna take a -1 exhaustion penalty to the skill check, to the navigation check. You'll gain a +1 bonus from the compass, and again, because you've covered this ground once before, I'll give you a +1 familiar territory bonus, and then whatever intelligence modifiers that you have.
So basically, +1 and your intelligence, because the compass would negate the exhaustion, for example.
When you enter penalties, you don't have to add the minus. It already subtracts there. So. Yeah, so the penalty is just from being exhausted from the previous day and everything and not sleeping, and yeah, you're gonna have to redo that because we just got a 0 off the result.
How is it a 0?
Minus, I think it just broke.
Ah.
You divide it by 0, so.
So it's generally just a +1 then altogether.
Yeah.
You could just
Sure,
roll
yeah,
2d6 +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that then.
All right. Okay. So you guys make it back to town, no problem at all, thanks to Mog's excellent navigating skills.
Yay.
Subtract. I'm gonna say. What was the
It was 3 days, bro.
I
what's the
think we
roll that you guys
used.
got to get out here?
It was
it
either
higher
2 or
lower?
3.
3. It was 3.
It
when
was
we got
3, but a high roll would allow you to cover that distance in quicker time. I just can't remember what you rolled to actually get out here at 3 days. I'm pretty sure it was like a 10 or something. It was pretty high though.
I think
Well,
it was
you
a
can basically say that because we know the distance approximately and everything,
Yeah.
we can ration it out so
I think
that we don't.
you went in more of a straight line as opposed to getting a bit off course perhaps on the way there. So yeah, sure, you make it back in 2 days. Everyone subtract the appropriate number of rations, and you guys are able to perhaps entering the tavern with these pups, secure some milk or something, and do your best
Yeah.
to tend to them. That's yeah.
I leave my puppy, so I give Baron. I'm gonna give the cleric my puppet so that he can take care of it, and I'm taking the King of the Wolves head trophy to the town leader immediately, so that basically no time lost.
Okay, great. Just out of curiosity, how many puppies do we have now total?
You said that everybody has a puppy, so
Really? Oh my
6.
goodness. I thought there were 3. I thought you guys picked up 3.
Yeah, I thought
I
we
didn't
only
pick
picked up 3. I didn't pick up 1.
I picked up 1.
I don't know that because I don't know. I didn't pick up one. You just said that everybody has a puppy. Like,
Well, I meant, those who
just-
do have a puppy. There were 2 or 3 in my mind. So either way.
so Tywin and Sean definitely has one. So we got 1 left over or something like that.
I'm pretty sure it's 2. Thorwin's pup and Sean's pup. This is not what I expected you to do with the puppies, let me tell you.
Like,
What did you
the betting on the head
expect?
was calculated, right?
It was. I'm not even going to tell you what I had
It's
little
better not.
expectation,
Let's just-
but this wasn't like this didn't even cross my mind particularly. So okay, Morteth is going to try and fix up his shit, I guess. Hopefully, maybe we'll see him again for the end of the session here today. But yeah, is the entire party, perhaps having tended to the puppies, now going to accompany Lassius as he is? Perhaps you leave the puppies in the care of someone in the tavern who's just infatuated by them, and they just love them. You feel you can trust them. You can leave them there. Perhaps everyone joins Shower as he heads over to the mayor's residence. Is that agreeable?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Totally up to you guys. All right, so arriving with the creature's head secured in your inventory, you presumably present it to him in some way or another.
I have presented that. Well, this is your problem, and then you can see it's solved.
So I like to imagine that you're standing outside of the mayor's building. There's about 3 steps, just a small flight of steps that goes up to the door. You've put the head on the ground, unfurled the leather that it was wrapped in, and you have 1 foot, like 1 foot on the head.
Not
and
really. I'm not that big.
You're not that okay. I mean, I just Shower is quite
I would. I
it's-
definitely
Yeah,
would.
I know you would. That's why you were.
I
not
fucking
saying it.
slayed it.
Regardless of
didn't
what
do
you
that.
do, there's definitely a
you.
crowd forming around you. A few people are stopping and looking as you're kind
I
of
didn't
stood
even
outside
hold,
the.
just hold the, let's say, the bag to him so that I hopefully think that he will invite us in or something.
Okay, all right. So he, as you presented, he's like, "Oh, greetings, adventurers! My goodness, what success you've had!" And he gestures to a couple of his guards to remove the head from you if you're happy with that, or is the
Sure,
trophy
not.
something
He
you
can
want to hold on to?
Just tell him, just at least make a notice or something that we did it or something like that.
Oh, of course, you will be credited. Please, all of you come in now the head's been dealt with. He invites you all inside, and he says, well, on that topic, what do you call yourselves, this group
I
of
was
adventurers?
just about gonna say that. What are we?
Basically, we just a group of ragtag bastards. So we are not really a company, a guild or something.
The
So
ragtag bastards. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So-
awesome.
I
I love it.
don't know.
well,
If you
looks
want
like we
to
got-
stick with that, it's your choice. But Yeah, I'll give you time to think about a name if you want to retcon it or something, or if you're happy with no name, just a band of wayward heroes, that's fine too. So yeah, he invites you inside, a little bit of conversation ensues, and eventually he says, now, of course, there has to be a reward for your heroic deeds.
Of course.
I shall present you with, and he drops a pouch of coins on the table, 250 gold pieces. I hope that is satisfactory. But in addition, I shall grant you access to my collection. And he, God, that could be taken in a few different ways. Yeah, he
Yeah.
walks
You
over
have to be
to
careful.
a door behind his desk in this room, and he opens it, and he gestures for you to follow. And if you accompany him, he descends a large spiral staircase before arriving at a rather sturdy, reinforced-looking door. Reaching for his keychain and unlocking it, there are two guards, one posted either side of this door, and he swings it open, revealing this underground chamber, which has 4 pedestals, 2 on either side of the room, and he just steps aside and gestures for you to enter and explore the collection of artifacts here below his home.
I'm a kid on a toy shop.
So
This is awesome.
if you guys investigate the 4 pedestals, to the front left, the first thing you encounter is a mace, which seems to be suspended. Why not? I mean, we can do anything we want. It's kind of hovering there. It's suspended in a light blue glowing light or something, and he sort of gestures towards it. This artifact, we do not know its properties, but a mace that has survived throughout the ages. No doubt it's been wielded by many a powerful cleric. And he moves down the wall to the next thing, and here is propped up a gigantic bastard sword again, just emanating this arcane energy. And he says, a mighty weapon. I'm not sure whose hands it has been wielded in, but it came to my possession after a band of adventurers, well, met with an unfortunate fate. And he continues around. There's a quarterstaff here, Mog, again suspended. It's above one of these pedestals. Some kind of arcane artifact, the likes of which I had never seen before. This was entrusted to me to perhaps help protect the town here. I have yet to find a wizard capable of it. I certainly do not understand the arcane arts. And continues down. Finally, Sean, there's a legendary instrument. There is a lute here, which is just, it's emblazoned with the most elaborate gold leaf designs that you've ever seen. It just shimmers gloriously. You think it would really catch the eye if you were to perform with such an instrument.
I'm just gonna ask that, as the leader, that we can take all the 4 of it, or we have to choose.
Is he letting us have these?
Yeah, that's basically it.
So he smirks and says, these 4 artifacts I shall grant to you, adventurers.
I grabbed the quarterstaff.
But then, as he grabs him, I would like to ask him that at least identify all the other ones. And
I'm gonna grab the mace.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
As Ivan is
I wanted the mace.
one.
Ah, too bad.
I
The
think,
mace is mine.
I think maybe Brom would make better use of that.
I would make a lot better use of it.
Yeah.
You don't know. Maybe I can shoot maces with my
what?
bow.
You know what? I'm gonna tell the leader. By the way, this diving guy, he's not with us.
And so Sean, he does take the loot from you, but he just kind of looks a bit puzzled, not being a bard himself, he's not really sure what he would do with just a common loot, but he says, yes, thank you, perhaps one of the performers from the Cracked Flask will enjoy this. And he just kind of hands it off to one of the guards at the door or something, like.
So I will thank the town leader. I don't know what's his name. Thank him again for his generosity. I think it's fair enough.
Ted.
But
Dan.
I'm
Just-
gonna.
Dan, thank you very much
I
for
mean-
your amazing things.
I'm just gonna drop that bastard sword onto Morteth's
Yeah, I
inventory,
wanted to
seeing as
confirm that you can give him the bastard sword.
I
Well.
put my hand on the mayor's shoulder and say, "Thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate very much. Thank you
he
very
nods
much."
and says, "No,
You can
thank
see
you,
me on the-
adventurers. I hope that this proves satisfactory and assists you in your future quests. You have done us a great deed here today. Thank you."
Mention it not, it was just...
I caress his cheek and walk away.
He stands
You
in
just
silence.
see me. You just see me on this side face palming and just it's such a face palm, I'm gonna roll.
Do you want
I
to
don't
test
know.
that mic, Sean? Go ahead and give us a mic test.
Test.
Oh, that's
Test.
good. That is good.
Okay.
Hey.
Clarity. At last. Okay, so you all head back up this
I
spiral
grabbed those
staircase.
coins, by the way. The moment he put them on the table,
Yeah, of course.
I grabbed those.
I mean, that's a,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
figured.
passive action at this point. Okay, so he heads back up this spiral staircase, and as you arrive back in his sort of main area, his sort of office space, I wish I had a more fantasy-like setting term for office. I gotta stop saying office. His study, that doesn't
Study.
even sound right.
His
Study,
study.
that's good enough. So anyway, you arrive in his study, and at this point, he's sitting down in his chair and just kind of relaxing. He seems so relieved that this has happened, and he's just beginning to just breathe easy. And suddenly the door swings open, and someone, a human gentleman, runs in and yells, let me check my notes. Sorry. I think this guy was called Alan or Alan? Alan?
Something like...
Arlen. Yeah, someone bursts in and says, "Arlen, there's trouble at the mill!" And we're going to end the session right there, especially because Morteth is no longer with us.
I
And
knew
he
it.
kind
I
of
quickly check
starts
the
in his
stuff.
chair, and his relaxation didn't last long. You want to check that quarterstaff? Give me an Arcana check, sir.
I think we should make all the checks now.
Okay,
As in
so
the 4 items. I think he's gonna make
yeah,
all
sure.
of them.
We've got time for that. You'll gain a +1 bonus to your next attempt, but unfortunately you didn't quite get it this time, Mark.
I have a light crossbow. I want that.
You're gonna have to go ahead
bow.
and state what items you're doing these checks on for me, Mark, just so I know. What's this 6 for?
The
Let's just go in the order that you said them. So that was the mace first, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure.
And the sword, and then the crossbow.
Okay, so the mace you make minimal progress, but yeah, you'll gain that bonus next time.
So that's the sword.
The
Okay,
crossbow, you have a +1.
Hmm?
You have a +1 to identify the
We'll
light
get
crossbow.
to that. I think he's just doing the 4 from the collection to begin
No,
with.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we'll get to the crossbow.
reminding.
Okay,
What happened to my good roll?
Yeah, all downhill. So yeah, again, a +1 bonus to your next attempt, but no successes here today, fortunately. And that one would be for the crossbow, I'm assuming? Nothing.
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing.
Alright, yeah, not even an additional bonus. Is there anything else?
so well-
Perhaps the orange potion?
Yeah, the orange portion is the only one.
What was that for, Sean?
I'm just doing all of the artifacts. I'm just doing the 4 ones.
Okay, you got
The
to
same order.
state them to me so I actually know what you're doing checks on when you do checks.
Same order. So the
Okay.
mace,
Alright.
staff, crossbow,
Mace, sword,
and then
staff.
the loot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we already try and check that orange potion before?
Why do you get a
Yeah, we did it at the cave. But I think that was after 2 days travel, so we can do it again.
So would I get a +1 on the?
On the orange
On the orange
potion,
potion.
yes.
Yeah.
So you'd get a +1 for your next attempt on the mace, Sean, but nothing, fortunately. And Mog, you're able to identify this orange potion as being what's called a berserker potion.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay, are we satisfied there, guys? Has everything been clarified?
I'm gonna try
I'm gonna
I
to.
would like to ask, Sean, why you're marking down plus 2? Yeah, plus minus. Okay, something's wrong there. Calculation.
Just 2. Yeah, those macros, they take some getting used to.
Yeah.
I was gonna check the stuff since I also have trained in Arcana.
Okay, do you want to go
Uh,
through
uh,
that same order again?
I wanna
so
check
first,
the maze.
You want to check the mace too, Thurwin? Okay, let's just deal with Brom, and then we'll get to.
Okay.
Let's deal with Thurwin's mace check.
And-
Didn't succeed. Brom, go ahead.
So my mace check.
Oh, very nice. You identify this to be a unbreakable mace.
It's mine.
Dude, I am not giving it to him after checking
I
it.
took it. Technically, I said I take it first.
But you cannot use it, you jackass.
The bastard sword.
Shut up.
Okay, 2d6 plus 1.
Okay, some progress made. Note down that bonus.
Uh,
Quarterstaff.
Whose inventory is it in? This way I can just write in theirs that I have a plus 1 on it. Morteth, right?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. You might just want to put down, like at the bottom of your character sheet, unidentified bastard sword plus 1. Sake of simplicity right now. This item would be the quarterstaff in Mog's possession. That wasn't identified already, was it?
No.
Oh, some progress made there. And the legendary instrument?
Quarters.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so all of the kind of like gold leaf on this thing just it glows and radiates beautiful particle effects. And Sean, this is just incredible. You'll gain a +2 bonus to any performance checks made with this, and you will just wow people with your shiny new loot.
I have a blue potion in my inventory. Could I roll to
Yeah,
check
sure.
that out again?
Perhaps
I have a plus
Mog
1
would
on it.
Let's take a look too if you don't succeed.
Yeah. Oh, oops, that should be plus 1, not 2. So
Okay.
it'd only be a 7.
Okay, still gain that bonus for next time. So the same applies to you, Mog. Making a little bit of progress, a little bit of headway on that blue potion.
So on the next time, would we get plus 1 or plus 2?
So, you already had a +1 on it, right?
Correct.
Okay, so next time we get the +2. Yep. And Mog, had Mog previously attempted, or was that his
Yes.
first attempt with the blue potion?
That
Okay,
was
so
his second.
if he succeeded before as well, then it's +2. So.
Okay.
And
I'll
Sharon?
count for
Identified it. Just the 4 items that we got today, as there was, but the loot is already identified, so there's 3 rolls, right?
The mace was identified too, so it's just the bastard
Okay.
sword and the quarterstaff.
This is the quarterstaff,
Mhm.
and the bastard sword is next.
All right, no progress on the bastard sword, but the quarters. Wait a second, I can't even remember which order you did those in. I wish I had a memory some days.
And the bastard sword.
Okay, no progress on the bastard sword and the quarterstaff. You got that +1 for next time. Okay, and guys, I would like everyone to go ahead and add 700